Hi, I'm Harri and I'm the resident DJ in Subculture. Before I actually DJ'd here, or ever at all, I came as a hunter. It was kind of underground then. It was at the time of maybe the Mud Club and stuff like that in London, or the Wag Club and things like that. Strong and Salon and all these kind of people. And so it was the underground thing then, and it's just always really carried on in that tradition, just because it lends itself really well to that. Whatever kicked on, this is mental. It had always been popular, but it was just bonkers, But I think when you do it every week, you kind of just do it without really thinking too much about it, and then all of a sudden years have gone past and you're still doing okay, so you must be doing something right. I mean, there's been times where it's kind of gone in sort of ways, but it's always been relatively busy, and we've always just kind of followed our own noses musically rather than becoming a tribal house night or a minimal night or whatever the latest fad is. We're usually kind of into it as well, but it doesn't mean that the whole night will become that. So we've always, even with our guests, with Dominic and myself, we play all kinds of house, not just deep. We play banging stuff, techno, Kerry Chandler, vocals as well. We play all sorts. It sounds as if it might be quite a jumble, but we try and fit in with the guests we have and just the way the night seems to be going. We're always trying to find the best new music, so if anything we're just following that. And for Dominic and I, it's kind of it's like doing a radio show every week. You've got to find new tunes to excite yourself every week, because you could just trot out big tunes every week and then it would be a bit boring for you, because it's even, like if you play the tune a few times and get a really good reaction, you play it too often, the cheers become hollow to you because you're not, everybody knows it now, so it's more exciting to try and get a vibe, play stuff that people aren't that familiar with, I mean, I was never the sort of guy that like a kind of really excitable sort of person. I'm not really like that. That's a story. But generally, I'm excited by records all the time. If anything, I get really fucking bored with the same kind of music, or people who are stuck with that kind of tunnel vision of their sound, be it Detroit or Chicago or whatever. But people who I just think are stuck in a rut. because I think there's loads of music to be excited about. And I think with the internet and whatever as well, now you've got access to so much more. If anything, it's harder work because you've got more music now to try and narrow down. The highlights. It's a question that I'm asked all the time, and I wish I sort of got the answer tattooed in my wrist, because when I'm put in the spot with that, I can never think. Roy Davis one night singing was amazing. He told us he'd never done it before. That was pretty awesome. There's just been so many. Do you know what I mean? There's been so many. It's like we set the bar kind of up there for the level of excitement, and generally you get there most weeks, but I think you're just always trying to achieve that really good night every Saturday. And maybe sometimes you don't do it as well as you do in others, but sometimes one person will like that Saturday better than another. You know, it's like the old adage, you can't please all the people all the time, but generally we're trying to please ourselves and everybody as well, you know. But back to that, an exciting night, you know. There's just been loads, you know what I mean? You'd have to ask me at a later date when I thought so. Ask me when I'm half cut later on, I'll be able to tell you about loads of good nights. You know?